What's up, everybody? It's me, Noah, the NN Bandicoot, and welcome back to Top Topic Tournaments. We have now brought in 16 Pokemon from our choosing, and they're going to be battling it out. And I'm all alone. We got Sean in the house.
Hi.
We got Mark in the house.
Look at this big girthy matchup.
And
Right.
we got Lily in the house.
Yo.
Yo. Anyway.
Rip Kevin and Dikey, they died.
They'll be fine. They'll get better.
They don't need to know that, Mark. Now their family's gonna be worried. They think they're dead.
Oh, don't worry, the family's dead too.
Jesus
What the fuck?
Christ.
Damn.
Anyway, you know what? You know what's not dead? Pokemon, unfortunately.
Oh, well, that's
Give it
subjective.
time. With the rate things we're going at, give it time. And I say this as a Pokemon fan.
Yep. Anyway, without further ado, let's begin with the first round. I will be passing Pokemon names and introductions to matches to Sean because I cannot pronounce Pokemon names to save my life, especially the later.
There's only one Pokemon that I'm gonna have a hard time fucking pronouncing.
Yeah. So without further ado, Sean, the stage is yours.
Is there really anything on this list that's that hard to pronounce? Oh, either way, it's
Fucking jellyfish man over there that's going up against fucking Rayquaza.
Later.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay. This is Mewtwo versus Venusaur.
Ah, thank God. I always pronounce it as Penisaur.
I'm just gonna ignore you. I've long been someone who has never given mostly two shits about Mewtwo. I've always seen Mewtwo as just kind of there. So I'm gonna give this to Venusaur. I love Venusaur. Honestly, in my opinion, a lot of the heavy lifting for Mewtwo is probably the first movie, which cool, but
Oof, I'm gonna disagree with
I
you,
mean,
buddy. Like,
honestly,
look, I love the. I think environmental storytelling.
I look at Mewtwo and I see Great Value Frieza.
More reason to vote for him, and I'm not even. And I don't even like Dragon Balls. There's fucking like environmental storytelling is one of the most underrated things I feel like gaming could do, and Mewtwo is no exception. When you go to that fucking mansion, they always talk about like how this thing was created as like the most strongest Pokemon ever. I think Mewtwo has like one of the most interesting world building. So much so that it generally feels like the Master Ball was just meant for this fucking Pokemon. Honestly, like at least it feels that way in the beginning. I generally feel like this Pokemon, like, oh great, you fucked it up, Noah.
Yay! No one wins.
Oh shit.
What the fuck?
Ew.
Oh,
Okay,
cool.
well, I guess the matchup has changed. Well, anyway, I think Rayquaza's a.
Hold on.
Look at that serpent matchup. I kind of like that shit.
Well, shit.
You're just struggling to get to that first matchup again.
No, I'm not gonna succeed. Damn, I almost got close.
You're just trying to get the first matchup. Everything else doesn't matter.
What the fuck ever. Yeah.
Well, this is fucking easy as piss now.
Fucking whoops. Oh wait, hold on a second.
Wow.
I failed again. Hold on. What the fuck?
Oh my God, what is wrong with you?
I can't scroll down. the technical difficulties. Yeah, no, I want that.
Do you remember the setup?
Who cares? I'm Fernape all the fucking way.
I'm sad because I'll be the only one voting for Vileplume.
No, actually, that's a lie. I don't really care for Vileplume. Infernape, though.
For you. Okay, I
That's
don't
bullshit.
get me wrong. Fuck you, bitch. Let me speak. I mean, first of all,
You love me and you know it.
introducing the matchups, you cunt. Jesus. Anyway, this is Infernape versus the superior Vileplume. I mean, Vileplume? I'm kidding.
Vileplume, calm down.
Don't get me wrong. I really like Infernape. I think all the Gen 4 starters are goated. I've just always had a soft spot for Vileplume, and like, I don't know. I just love it. It's just kind of goofy and fun, and it's always underestimated. And grass types are just really great in general, like, minus a few stinkers here and there. It's just cute. Give it a hug.
I don't know. I really wish Noah didn't fuck up that first one because that tournament looked way more interesting than what I'm seeing here. So I'm just gonna like end it right. I'm really just gonna go out of my way to just say that I just never gave a shit about Vileplume. Like even like that lineup, I never really cared for. I can't even remember. Fuck.
Oddish, Gloom, and
I was gonna say I forgot its first form, and this is Gen 1. I never forget Gen 1. I'm gonna be I don't know. I don't really. My only real thing about fucking the Oddish line is just the anime, like just Gloom. But it's more so like I found Gloom annoying. I don't know. I just never really cared for this evolutionary line. Meanwhile, Infernape is tied to like one of my favorite arcs in the anime. And then he was my go-to starter in Gen 4. I think firefighting types is still a cool typing. Even by Embor standards, that typing never got old to me. So
why everyone got a fucking diss on Embor, man?
I don't know. I like Embor. It's very underrated.
I like Embor too.
Dude, I love his shiny anyway, but he's not here. But
yeah,
Infernape is up there in my list. No, Vileplume is like fine. I don't think I hate it, but my vote is Infernape. Wow, Noah, you really dropped the ball with that first fucking bracket.
Yeah, you did.
I think the Mewtwo versus Venusaur was pretty interesting. I feel bad for Vileplume a little bit.
Do I go next?
Yeah, go ahead.
So, okay, yeah. So, this is honestly, like, to me, this is an interesting setup because I do have some interesting, like, little stories with both of these Pokemon. So, like, for Infernape, Infernape was, like, definitely my go-to starter in Generation 4, especially Pokemon Platinum. I remember, and fun fact, my Infernape for my Platinum was actually my first ever female starter. I remember...
That's pretty rare.
I remember it really saving me in a lot of situations, especially when I used to equip it with Quick Claw. So I thought that was like a really cool thing. And then for
Vileplume,
bit overkill there.
Oh, I was gonna say, that thing didn't need Quick Claw. Quick Claw's for like Golem.
This is like attaching a gun onto another gun.
Stop! He's already fast.
I was like 9 or 10, damn it. When I was playing
That's fair. I probably didn't even know what a fucking Quick Claw is at that age.
That's back in the age when if it didn't do damage, we didn't use it.
Bruh, my Pearl version Infernape had like the dumbest moveset possible. I shit you not. Hold on, I got this. It was Cut, Strength, Rock Smash, and Blast Burn.
You're a monster.
My God. Why? So, but for my personal connections with Vileplume, I actually encountered a shiny Oddish in Pokemon Emerald, and I raised it into a shiny Vileplume. So that was just like one of those things that I remember when I used to play Pokemon Emerald when I was younger. But I'm still going to vote on Infernape a little more because that's the Pokemon that I kind of like a little more. But I do see the appeal for Vileplume as well. But my choice is ultimately going for Infernape. It's like one of my favorite fire starters.
Can I just add like a little slight annoyance that I had with Vileplume? So like I remember like Juanito and I were just talking about like what team he was going to use for Mega Kanto, and he ended up going for Vileplume because I guess Victory Bell wasn't available for Red. And like when we were trying to come up with movesets for Vileplume in Gen 1, I remember it was kind of annoying because it looked like Vileplume did really have good move pull in Gen 1 compared to Victory Bell especially. So like that was like another factor that like went Vileplume a little bit down for me as well, because I ended up looking at Juanito's final moveset for the Pokemon. I'm like, man, it sucks.
There's a lot of grass types in Gen 1 that just don't really have that great of moveset because Pokemon was just like, I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah, but like I think he ended up going for Vileplume for two reasons. One, because memes, because John had a hate boner for Jeremy's Blossom and fucking Coliseum, and then I guess Victory Bell was not available for Red. But yeah.
Yeah, no, it's one of the game exclusives.
So, for me, with all logic on the table, fire beats grass, so obviously Infernape gets my vote.
Jesus.
Well, shit, that's gonna narrow down a lot of these brackets.
No. Infernape, I have no feelings towards Violet Plume, and Infernape is like one of my absolute favorite starters in the whole series. So yeah, it's Infernape.
I second that.
Plus, one of Ash's best Pokemon is Infernape. I love that
Yeah.
I love the storyline during all that. It's great.
Yes.
Still probably
Mhm.
one of, if not my favorite storylines in the anime.
Yeah.
The
Very
rivalry with
memorable.
Ash and Paul's a pretty big one.
He should have won.
Man, I really wish Mewtwo versus fucking Venusaur was the first one. Goddamn.
Well, Infernape moves on, and so
Yay.
shall we.
All right,
This is a little bit tricky for me.
Can I?
Sorry? You want to go first?
No one gave me the privilege.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ.
This is hard.
It's
That's
Superior
hard.
versus Azumarill.
Yes.
You're
This is
picking
hard.
Azumarill?
I said it's Superior versus Azumarill.
Oh, I
So
thought you
just give me the
said.
names.
I'll go
right.
first on this one. Superior is my favorite grass starter. And like the last one, I don't really care about Azumarill, so I'm voting for Superior.
See, I actually really like Azumarill, but goddamn, Superior in competitive play is fucking goated. Contrary ability, like I swear, him being as good as he is with that ability makes him my favorite Unova starter. I think I might actually go for Superior, actually.
This is actually. Oh, sorry. You go
hurts.
first.
I have no fucking idea.
Well, it
Contrary.
sounded like Lily had an idea, so if you don't know.
Huge power.
Like
The
this.
contrary, though.
Huge power, though.
Contrary.
Motherfucker, this thing, Azumarill 8 dragons. You're not getting me with the competitive bullshit.
Look, I'm just saying, I love me the good old special attack boost with Leaf Storm, alright? There's not a lot of Pokemon that really utilize Leaf Storm as effective as Superior.
And a fully set up Azumarill makes dragons shit themselves.
Well, of course, it's fucking Fairy.
Even still, it makes a lot of things shit themselves. Oh, cool, I'm a ground type. Normally, I'm pretty good. Aqua Jet dies. Instantly evaporated.
Anyway, Lily, something tells me you'll probably either tie it up or give the ring to Superior, so I'm curious what you have to say while Sean decides.
So yeah, this is also very different. This was kind of also difficult because like I actually really like both these Pokemon for different reasons. Like I know Superior was a Pokemon I used for my Pokemon Black playthrough, and I have a lot of attachments towards it. And yeah, especially like with the movesets that I've used for it as well. But I also have an attachment with Azumarill as well, because like not only its huge power, which but also like it being actually a pretty good water type Pokemon for a pretty long while. So and also I actually like Azumarill's shiny form, which is like literally yellow. So this is actually like really difficult to pick because I actually really love both these Pokemon. Holy shit. Okay, I might probably might pick Azumarill a little more.
Alright, Sean, have you decided?
So the truth is, I also have a very like strong love for both of these Pokemon. Um, Superior is honestly one of my favorite grass starters. I know there's a joke that it loses its limbs when it evolves, but honestly, it has such a regal design, and obviously we can think of like, or some of us can think of like the competitive aspect of it, of Contrary Leaf Storm creating a fucking tornado of grass and then becoming stronger each fucking turn. Um, but I also love Azumarill because one, it's just so cute. It literally looks like it just wants a hug at any moment, and I want to give it a hug. I also love the kind of like quote unquote lore where everyone thought this was going to be like the starter or like the equivalent of Pikachu back before
Oh yeah,
the game came
Peekaboo.
out, like Pika
Pika
Blue.
Blue.
And that's just kind of fun, you know.
Can't really see it actually. I just,
You know, it was
Well,
it was a huge thing.
Yeah, it was more so. It was obviously towards Meryl, but like yeah.
Yeah. I think it was originally believed that it would be in the first game. I think some people.
I don't know about that one, but at least people did think. I know some people like did whenever they saw Meryl, they just thought it was Peekaboo. I don't know if it was.
Yeah.
I don't know if people thought it was going to be in the first game, but yeah. Oh, maybe it was actually. I think it was like a rumor in like some game magazines or so.
It was a lot of like stuff going on before people had like concrete information like we do with the internet nowadays. I was just kind of I like the little quote unquote lore about that. It makes the Pokemon kind of interesting, and also the fact that it's just genuinely gotten better every single generation.
Yeah.
Um,
I guess I only really started liking Azumarill when it got huge power, because like prior to that, I didn't really think too much of Azumarill. And granted, Superior, like I only hold this high regard because of its contrary ability, but I feel like I use Superior way more than I've used Azumarill throughout whenever I play.
I'm also thinking of this from like a design aspect too.
I think I would still go for Superior in terms of the design. I love Superior's like slick design.
Oh, it's
Like,
great. I think this is an example of like elegance versus simplicity.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot going on with Superior, but not a ton going on with Azumarill, but they both work for different reasons.
Yeah. Like I'm not saying Azumarill's design's bad, but I just really like
We're
everything.
gonna give it the
Superior.
coin toss. We're gonna give it the coin toss. I'll go to Azumarill.
That's
pussy.
lame.
I should
Yeah, right?
honestly, I should honestly give it to Superior if that's how you're gonna be.
That's not my reasoning. I'm just saying I'm voting for Azumarill.
I think we should, but I
toss.
definitely think we should avoid just giving the coin toss for the sake of it.
No, I'm
'Cause the-
no, okay. That was a joke. I'm not actually saying I'm doing it because of a coin toss. I'm saying toss a coin to your fucking Witcher because I'm voting for Azumarill legitimately.
Oh, okay. All right, that makes more sense.
Yeah, I'm not gonna vote for something just to tie it up.
I know, but like, yeah, I only say this because I remember Kevin and Eli would do that a lot with like.
No. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
If it's like tense, it's interesting, but like I'm not gonna be dishonest just because I want to make it like tense or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I respect that.
Yeah.
All right. Flip that shit.
Plus, Azumarill would have been on my list.
Heads for Superior, tails for.
Ah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Superior moves
Dang.
on.
Superior is superior, but
Rayquaza versus Electivire. I almost said Electabuzz.
All right, I'm gonna go quick because I think I know who's gonna win this one. I was the one that voted for. I was the one that put Electivire on my list. I love this dude. Genuinely, really sick design. I like the. I've always been a big fan of the Elekid line, but goddamn, Paul's Electivire as a whole just like made me really like this fucking Pokemon. I wish this Pokemon was really good because one of the biggest things is that I think it had like a really good first impression in Gen 4, and then Team Preview became a thing, and ever since then Electivire just never reached that same limit of like that same like top tier material it was originally. But I just love its design. It just looks so cool to me. And again, just going by that anime rivalry with Infernape and Electivire is one of my favorite storylines in the fucking series. Just made me like this Pokemon even more. I used a lot of Electabuzz back then as well. So like just especially more so the stadium rentals. So like I've always been a big fan of this evolutionary line even before that, but like as it moves on, I just like it more. I just wish this Pokemon was better, like as a competitive, like in a competitive sense, because like aside from like a few surprise niches, as in throw it in when you know an electric type move is coming out, there really isn't a whole reason to use this Pokemon, which is why I predict Rayquaza is going to probably sweep this one. But I'm just taking the spotlight to say that I love Electivire. Rayquaza's cool. Pretty much one of the best fucking designs of any Pokemon ever. One of the best fucking shinies. Mega looks pretty fucking sick. It's fucking busted as all hell. So like, by all intents and purposes, Rayquaza does deserve to win this one, but I love Electivire, so my vote's going to Electivire. But yeah,
I'm gonna piggyback off of that and also vote for Electivire.
Let's fucking go.
Electivire is like one of the my personal third evolution from Gen 1 Trinity, alongside I think it was like Magmire, like
Magmortar.
Magmortar, and then the Megaton, like, oh fuck, what's his name? The Magnezone. That's the third evolution for.
Yeah, Magnezone.
See, this is why I let Sean do the naming, because I can't pronounce this shit for the life of me. These aren't real names.
These aren't real names.
All words are made up.
But yeah, like, I really love his design. I always attempt to get one of the three in my team whenever I play Gen 4. They're kind of a pain in the ass, but I think all three of them are worth it. And the thing about Rayquaza, I think he's super overrated. Like,
damn,
he's probably like the third or fourth most overrated Pokemon. And it's not that I don't get it, it's just that it doesn't appeal to me. And I don't generally like using legendaries on my team. I don't know, it's just a personal pet peeve of mine. There are like a few exceptions, but even then I wouldn't even use them there either. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Electivire as well.
So, two things regarding to this. I do really like Electivire with like the trend that Gen 4 had going, where it gave a lot of Pokemon that really did deserve a new evolution, and a lot of them did feel like a necessary step up. Like, they would reasonably exist within the same like line, because sometimes when there's a lot of time between a design, you can see the differences, but I feel like all of them work really well, and Electivire is like this big, really kind of powerful and beefy step up from Electabuzz. And I do also wish it was better, personally. You just gotta slap a fucking, like a scarf on that thing, and then maybe you can pray for success.
Yeah, like, but even then, it's gonna get outsped by fucking everything unless you get that motor drive ability, and it's not really bulky either.
No, and then like it was one of the only electric types that really had any good physical attack, until like we got more of them, like Zorora, which kind of took that niche from Electivire. But on the flip side, I've always loved Rayquaza. Emerald was my first game, and as the poster child, well, the first game I really sunk a lot of time into, because my first game technically was like Fire Red, but I only played it a little bit here and there. And then Emerald was like the really first game that I put a lot of time into. And I've always loved dragons, not necessarily the type, but just dragons in general, because I've always been a big fantasy guy. And just seeing this thing like break the clouds and screech with honestly one of the best Pokemon cries in the series, in my opinion, because it just sounds really powerful, is just so fucking cool. Like you said, it has one of the best shinies. And my fun history with this was my Rayquaza and I would would see a new member on my team and be like, "Oh, don't worry, buddy. We'll get you the experience you need. Let's go beat up the Elite Four for a while."
The way you said it, it makes it sound like you and Rayquaza would go watch a movie or something.
No, we see a
guys
new
are
member on the
buddies.
team. We see a new member on the
those
team.
two would be seeing him at a fucking drive-in. He ain't fitting in any theater.
Imagine going to a drive-in and riding a Rayquaza. That'd be fucking awesome. Also, with its
Like you would hella get laid.
you got Riz just by existing. And when its Mega got like released for its design, I remember some of my friends in college were like, it literally looks like it tore the fucking bottom jaw off Steelix and took it. And I'm like, that's the most metal shit I've ever heard in my
That's
life.
so fucking morbid. Thank you.
Like
The Pokemon.
It's cool as shit. I've always just loved it, and it's one of the ones on my list. So I would screech like Rayquaza, but I don't want to wake people up. So just imagine it.
Also, that would just that would just make us cringe, so it wouldn't be worth it.
Also true. So again, just imagine it.
Yeah, I hear his cry in my brain.
Yeah, the last thing you hear before you die.
Yikes.
Damn.
Okay, so okay, so so like Sean, Fire Red was also my first Pokemon game, and then eventually I got to play Pokemon Emerald. I never I know like Rayquaza is such a like badass looking Pokemon. Like I actually really love the design. I also used to watch Pokemon the movie Destiny the Oxys. And I used to remember really loving like seeing Rayquaza like on the screen, and why not every time it shows Rayquaza. And then I actually also really like Electrovire. I hope I said that name correctly.
Electivire.
Yeah. I actually used it for my Pokemon Unbound playthrough in my own time. So I definitely really like its design. It was actually but if I have to choose ultimately, okay. I think ultimately I would pick Electivire.
Let's go.
So this is gonna be
Yeah.
the trends. I vote for something and everyone else disagrees.
Oh damn.
Hey, that's not true.
Well,
I
To be
saw-
fair, she was with you on Azumarill. It won by a Superior won by coin flip.
There are gonna be a million angry Pokemon fans, and I am one of them. This is
Well, good thing
bullshit.
only a small fraction of them are gonna see this video.
I'm
Shit,
happy
right.
that my boy got to live to see another day.
True.
So unless some people are fucking weird with this upcoming matchup, it'll definitely die in this upcoming round. All right, do we really need to discuss this one?
Well, let me at least say the fucking name this time. No? Alright, thank you. This is Metagross versus Nihilego.
Metagross.
Sorry,
What the fuck? You sound like you're on
Nihilego.
the verge of sneezing.
Nihilego.
I don't care if you want to go hell and go, okay?
Metagross.
I know
Yeah.
no one's gonna vote for Nihilego. I honestly have always really liked it. It was even on my fucking rock team back when I was testing.
Wait,
in
are you the
Kentucky.
reason why it's in... Wait, did you put it in your favorites?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I also put
Damn.
Metagross in my favorites.
He shot you with that judging tone of voice and then backpedaled.
I like Metagross.
I do too. That's why it's fucking here, because I also had it on my list.
Oh, damn.
I had it on my list too, and I got a shiny Metagross.
Oh, one of the sickest looking design.
Also, I just love jellyfish. I don't know. They're just cool vibe.
But what about Tentacruel?
Oh no, I love Tentacruel as well.
Tentacle's ugly.
Yeah, well, I
You're
mean,
ugly.
it's not supposed to be pretty.
I bet you're
Also
ugly.
that, yeah. I'm not ugly.
Only men
That's
like you.
subjective.
It is actually subjective, you're right. But
Damn.
also- I didn't hear what he said. I usually try to ignore him when he's wrong, which happens a lot. So
That's
That
okay.
said-
I believe women love you, Sean.
I have yet to see proof of that.
Oh my god.
Okay, you can't just do that.
Okay.
Fucking- I tried, man. I tried.
Someone quote that.
I don't even know what to quote. That was just white.
Yeah, that was like 3 sentences.
Damn.
Don't worry, Sean. I think women love you. I have yet to see proof of that.
That's perfect. I will do my best. Yeah, anyway, continue talking about the jellyfish.
Also, like, honestly, it's got a big, cool moment in the game.
It's got a big
it's the one
cock.
that no, you can clearly see it doesn't have one. Also, jellyfish don't reproduce that way. But it's the one that merges with Lusamine, so she gets that weird ass kind of cool form.
That disappointing as fuck boss fight. Yeah.
Yes, but it looks cool. But unfortunately, Metagross looks cooler, and I have always loved Metagross. Honestly, in my opinion, it's the best pseudo legendary. It is. Is it the only pseudo with 2 types that doesn't have 4 types weakness?
Metagross?
It used to be- it used-
Legendary?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. And it used to be alongside with fucking Hydreigon, but then the fairy
And then
typing
fairies.
existed. Sean, let me know if I
because-
quoted. Let me know if I quoted it right.
All right, let me finish first. But it is currently the only dual type pseudo legendary that does not possess a 4 times weakness, and also 2 of the most busted fucking types in the game, because that's fair.
Oh wait,
Also-
Gutras. Oh, dual typing. You said sorry.
Yeah,
Gutras.
no, it's a single typing. Or wait, no, we have the poison dragon in Gen 7.
Yeah, I know what you're
Right.
talking about.
Right. It got a fucking sick ass mega evolution that Steven uses to ruin your fucking life in Oris, because Jesus goddamn Christ, getting past that thing is like trying to fucking get past a Terminator when you're a 3-year-old. And also,
Okay, so that Pokemon actually isn't a pseudo, but Dragapult. We have Dragapult. Como is definitely 4 times weak to Fairy, and Baxcalibur. Those are.
I was talking about Dragapult. Or no, it's a ghost.
Yeah, it's a
Right,
ghost type.
it's Dragon Ghost. Also, Komo-O's 4 times the Fairy.
Yeah. What about Baxcalibur?
Oh, it doesn't. You're right, actually.
Okay.
I kind of forgot about it. It's cool. But Metagross, also one of the best fucking Chinese in the game.
Yeah.
Sorry, Naruto, you're not gonna win this round.
Pretty much, yeah. No, Metagross is too sick. Metagross has the best shiny, one of the best mega designs, one of the best mega shiny designs. Bro, why are you even here, jellyfish?
I like it. That's why.
Yeah, but it's going up against the computer.
Well, do you got any,
I hate
opinions
that.
before
That's
we
funny,
take this
and you're also
jellyfish?
wrong.
You know,
It's a tank.
I already made my vote. I chose Metagross. Plus, I've used a shiny Metagross in my team.
That's right.
Alright.
I'm deaf. Alright.
We know.
Move on. Quiplash.
Also, Mark, you got it wrong.
out of curiosity, fuck you. Out of curiosity, what would you have voted, Noah? Metagross?
Metagross, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
There are very few Gen 7 Pokemon I would actually like.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Gen 7's
Good old Gem 7.
Yeah. Anyway.
Gen 7's a no-go for you. Anyway, I know I was sucking Superior's tail when it comes to its competitive use, but my bias still goes to Infernape.
This one hurts.
So I've kind of learned something as time goes by.
I hate monkeys.
No, I don't hate monkeys. I think I might by minority on this, but I don't like fire type as much as I thought I did. Because I was always thinking of my top 10. Not a single fire type came to my mind except Infernape. Not a single one. And it is a lot of really good ones, but I'm also like none of them would be my favorites. I also did think of Superior, so they both were like thoughts in my head. But I just kind of like Superior slightly more than Infernape. It just kind of continues the trend of I like grass types more than fire types.
I definitely did feel that way. I definitely feel
some states.
I definitely
Somebody come.
yeah, weed. Smoke weed every day. I think I also felt that way with the fire types because like I was making my list, like not for this video. Like I already had a top 10 a while ago, but like when I was expanding my list to like a top 100 once, and I feel like the initial top 30 I had, there was, besides like a few starter Pokemon, even then I don't think I recall putting a lot of fire types in that one. Yeah, I don't recall putting a lot of fire types in general in my top 30 originally, except Infernape, who was in the top 10. So yeah, I feel that way. But again, my bias still goes to Infernape.
Mm-hmm. Monkey. Monkey.
Banana.
Boy, this sucks.
Bro, I fucking hate this matchup. I just realized the stuff on the next one. God damn it.
Fuck me.
Oh, I see.
No,
I see one of
thanks.
them that's gonna hurt you.
Yeah.
Actually, will it?
Yeah, no, I think I know exactly which one you're looking at, and it is.
This one's hard. I really like both
Yeah.
of them.
They're both really good.
You know what else is hard?
Don't say it.
Me too.
Arithmetic.
Brock's rock hard determination.
That's hilarious.
He's not
Also
determined
this
enough to win,
dick!
though. He's not determined enough to win, though.
Oh, so you're that trainer who finds Brock hot. Okay, we finally figured that mystery out.
He's
Oh yeah, isn't he like you're light years away from beating Brock or something? Why?
He's like,
it
you're
doesn't matter.
hot, but not as hot as Brock.
yeah, this fucking.
Oh my
kid
god,
hitting on you,
I
it's
definitely
weird.
remember someone did say that an NPC.
It's literally
weird.
It's literally the last trainer you fight before Brock.
You mean the one and only trainer?
The only trainer in his gym, yeah.
Oh, I thought there was two.
No, there's only one.
Alright, well,
Rourke's the one with two.
well, that explains a lot to
Yeah.
me, lore-wise. Brock doesn't have any trainers, but he's got this obsessive fanboy who's just willing to fight people.
That's fair.
Fuck me. You know what?
I don't want to.
I got a superstitious surface level, whatever, I don't care. So, I think Superior is probably my favorite grass starter. Fuck, I don't even know if that's true. Fuck me. No, wait, it is.
Oh wait, what about Torterra?
See, I thought about that. But, like, I do think Superior... Like, Torterra is a very special Pokemon to me because it was my very first one. More on that if he ever shows up. But, like, I do think Superior is my favorite grass starter of them all. And it's close, but, like, I don't think I think Cinderace beats Infernape by, like, a few inches because I personally love Cinderace. So, just using my logic, I'm gonna vote for Superior.
Furry.
We know.
Okay.
Not free, I'm not.
This is like you. I'm also having a hard time picking between the two because I actually really like both of these Pokemon so much. I have attachments for both. Okay. Shit. Okay. So I would I really like the fire type Pokemon. Like it's like fire is like one of my favorite types. Grass is a pretty good Pokemon depending on like what Pokemon like you're using for grass. But I think I think in the end, you know what? I I'm gonna go with superior because
Damn.
I will say that Pokemon Black was such a very special playthrough, and to know that Superior was part of that journey with me. So I'm gonna ultimately go with Superior.
Damn. Rip my HM slave in for an ape.
Yeah, that thing probably should have been put down a long time ago.
Alright. I'm biased towards Electivire, but Metagross is still a sick Pokemon. So I'm just gonna go get my bias out of the way that I'm voting for Electivire for this one. But I appreciate the Iron Spider if he makes it.
And once
Iron
again,
Spider.
I'm gonna be jumping on that bandwagon. I do like Electivire. I don't really use Metagross that much. Definitely a closer matchup than the last time. But
That's
yeah,
wild.
Electivire.
Yeah.
I do.
I
do like them both quite a
I
bit,
do
but
like Metagross. I do like Metagross more than Rayquaza, but yeah.
You know, I look at them and
Metagross.
they gave me the same evil eye. I think they're brothers.
More like lovers.
What?
Same energy.
That's no. Oh wait, you're talking about just lovers in general. I thought you were talking about the siblings. Okay. Anyway, Sean, continue.
Yeah, I was.
Just Metagross. That's kind of it, honestly. Basically same like thought process as last time. Electivire is cool, but like Metagross.
All right, Lily.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Metagross as well. I have a stronger attachment with Metagross than I do with Electivire, even though I still think Electivire is a pretty cool Pokemon too.
All right, Noah, flip that fucking coin.
Alright. Heads for Electhead, tails for Metalhead.
The metalheads from Jack and Daxter. Yeah, let's go, baby!
Coin hates me.
Bro, Electivire here, fucking running, man. Look, man, I don't care if it ends right here. Look, you have to understand, Electivire's in my top 5, okay? You need to understand that. That's why I'm voting for him.
Yeah, but I can't join you on this journey anymore. I'm voting for Superior.
Damn.
I never joined you on this journey.
But till now.
I never joined you on this journey.
No.
No,
Also, it's funny that you said Electivire needs to run because Superior can't.
Yeah, no, he's
I
just
thought-
slithering.
I thought you were about to
You
say
lost
he's running, and then he's gonna trip over the finish line.
No, Superior trips him over at this point.
Damn.
It slithers away.
Yeah, no, I love Electivire, but like Superior is superior.
Oh, haha! Never heard that joke before. I'm just happy. I'm just happy I somehow managed to get to the 3rd round.
I blame low turnout.
It did beat the impossible.
Do the impossible, see the invisible. Row, fuck me.
Fuck me, Pokemon. What about you, Lily? What's your vote gonna be?
So I'll obviously vote for the elegant green snake Superior.
So let's go to the coin.
It would have been fun. I was waiting for it to be like the elegant Electivire.
the elegant electrifying monkey, whatever the fuck it is. I don't know what it is.
Yes.
Alright, this is a painful round for me. It's Luxray.
Oh, this hurts you. Jesus.
This one hurts
Yeah.
me a lot.
Yeah, and I'm gonna
They're
be honest with you, I have no idea. Well, actually, no, I do have an idea. I can't recall. Sorry.
You go.
Yeah, I can't recall if I've ever used Sandslash in my fucking life. Whereas at least with Luxray, I've used him in like a majority of my Sinnoh playthrough. He's in the
Luxray.
Yeah, exactly. He's in the cliche. He's in the cliche team that everybody fucking uses.
And you're the same fucking team.
Yeah, he's in the cliche category. He's in the category of the cliche team he used in Sinnoh. And he has a cool ability. He's got Intimidates. I really do not recall if I've ever used Sandslash in my fucking life. I like him. He's a
Which
neat
version
little...
of Gen 1 did you play? Because you might not
I
have
played
an
all-
option.
I played all of them, like even at one point, even the ones where he is
Oh,
available.
so you just suck.
I
Well, I mean,
was-
well, actually,
was
what
about
other
to say,
ground type? I mean,
wait,
there's
you grew
Doug
up
Trio, but
you grew up with blue version, right?
I started I played yellow first, but I got pretty much most of them on the way there, and I did pick up blue version later,
Okay,
especially
cool,
for
you
this stuff. Yeah, no, like when I was building my team, if Sandshrew was something I could catch, Gen 1 decks.
because like it's either that or like Doug Trio for like a easily accessible ground type.
Yeah, sorry, like, okay, so he was available for blue, and he is also available for yellow. Yeah, I never used Sandshrew at all, and then, yeah, like, when I was recently replaying blue for, the stadium session I hosted for last year for TGMG Stadium, I was not gonna put Sandslash on my team. I already had my team set up. Same thing with Fire and Leaf Green. Oh wait, shit, I could just go here. Gen 3 decks. Yeah, he was in Leaf Green, and that was the version I had. My sister had Fire Red. Yeah, sorry, buddy. Yeah, I don't think I ever recall using Sandslash and
You had the
Luxray.
option and said no.
Yeah. And then meanwhile, Luxray was just always there. Even though, like, Luxray is not my favorite of the cliche Pokemon you would use, over time I've, like, soured on him a little bit. But for the sake of this matchup, I'd pick Luxray.
Also,
Well, I only
fuck
have
you,
two
am I
problems. I only have two problems with Luxury, if I'm being honest. It's not entirely its fault. The first is I genuinely think it should have been a dark type as well. It should have been electric dark. Because it gets crunch and stuff, and that would have made it so much better, and it would have also
Yeah.
worked for Intimidate too. And
Yeah.
it also should have been faster. It should have been faster. It's not slow, but it's also not fast. That said, it's still pretty great, honestly. It shows up in everyone's fucking Sinnoh team because one, Diamond and Pearl had like no Pokemon variety, unfortunately, until Platinum. And it was just genuinely like one of the best electric types, and electric types are always going to be great since the prevalence of water types makes them a good counter. It just looks fucking cool. I mean, it's just cool as shit. Why would you not say that? With that said, I've had a long bias for ground types. I've always loved ground types. And Sandslash is honestly one of the examples I could think of simplicity done to almost near perfection. Because Gen 1 has this big thing where a lot of its designs are very simple, and sometimes it works against it because they can be too simple to the point where they're kind of forgettable. Or they just look like household objects, and everyone's like complains that it shows up in later gens when it was always there.
I can't agree on the forgettable part. It's Gen 1.
Boomer.
They shoved that shit. They shoved that. I don't even have to be a boomer. They shove that shit in your throat all the time. It's hard to forget a Gen 1 Pokemon.
Jeez, I thought Kevin wasn't here. What the fuck?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, he is here. Hey guys.
Jesus. There's honestly some Pokemon in Gen 1 that I kind of forget about until people remind me. It's like, oh yeah, right, that one. Cool.
Like who?
I don't remember Voltorb half the time.
Well, I mean, you just did, so you're wrong.
I was actively thinking of them. If someone tells me to point out Gen 1 Pokemon, it's not one of the ones I'm going to think of.
But you didn't forget him this time.
Mark, I'm going to punch you in the throat.
That's fucking assault. You can go to jail for that.
Correct. Anyway.
Correct. Anyway.
I mean, Sandslash just kind of has a lot of the things that work with Luxury. The fact that it looks cool. It's a fun type that's pretty strong. It has a similar silhouette too, since like all the spikes. I just like it more, like a little bit more, honestly. There's gonna be someone else who really likes Doug Trio as well, even though it's just 3.
Like, fucking fuck off, dude. I'm one of those people, you piece of shit.
I like Doug Trio.
I thought you were making fun of people liking Doug Trio.
No, I just said even though I almost someone who likes Doug Trio.
Yeah, me. Hi. What's up?
Next time, listen to me if you're gonna complain about it. But I'll vote for Slanslot.
Slant slash, nice.
Yeah, I'm also guzzling on cough drops. Shut up.
Slant slash. This is your pronunciator, guys. Slant slash.
You're fired.
You know what? Punching you in the throat won't hurt enough. I'm gonna do something worse.
What? So shove a duck tree up my ass?
No, I'm gonna assault you on the internet.
That's worse.
I
think I'd rather be punched in the throat.
Oh no, he said mean things about me. Oh god. Like I said, I like both these Pokemon a lot. Similar standings in terms of likability, but I'll give Sandslash the edge.
I thought about this, and I'm going with this criteria. Sandslash is my personal favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. And I don't think Luxray is my absolute favorite Gen 4 Pokemon. So I'm gonna go with Sandslash.
I mean, I'm guessing these two were in your list. Who did you have higher on your list?
I had Luxray on my list by like 1 place higher. But I think I want to give but like there are like 3 other Gen 4 Pokemon right above it. And I think Sandslash being the best in my eyes in a whole generation, I think that is a little bit more value to me, even though I might prefer Luxray more, by like slightly more, but I think Sandslash I'm gonna vote for because it is my favorite Gen 1 Mon.
Penis.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself. Alright, Lily, what's your vote?
Okay, thank you. First off, I'm gonna have to disagree. Like, I do disagree with Sean here, respectfully.
Ooh, eat shit, Sean.
I do think that Generation 1 Pokemon are very memorable, and I think.
Ooh, eat shit, Sean.
I'm used to people being wrong. I'm kidding. I like Gen 1. I just don't love it as much as everyone else does.
Yeah.
No, that's totally fine. I don't blame you.
Oh, fuck Gen 2.
So
I'm kidding.
So I do think like the design of Sandslash is like really cool. I think it's like this and I don't think I recall really using Sandslash very much, but I've heard pretty good interesting things about it. But I definitely recall using Luxray like for Generation 4. So because of that I have
Of course you did. Everybody else did.
We need to go through a Sinnoh playthrough where we're just not allowed to use like the standard generic team.
I can't do that.
Oh, right, I forgot you love most of them.
Might be able to.
I'll be able to. I could go without a Luxray.
I mean, I kind of did in my fucking Sinnoh run on John's channel. I just need to throw away Lucario. I used a Pearl, and I just need to throw away fucking Lucario and Garchomp, I guess.
No, I would have had a Luxray on my team if it wasn't for fucking Jeremy doing.
You did.
Shit.
You did. I gave it to you, and then fucking Staraptor used to. And then Staraptor was.
He had my Staraptor, the fucking prick.
Honestly, that's just John's fault for limiting us for the teams building thing, only for it to be broken anyway, because both you and Chris ended up using Girafarig anyway.
Damn.
So that went out the window.
I've used Pachirisu more than Luxray before, so I could.
Damn, 2014 was quite a year for that little guy, wasn't it?
But I'm still gonna vote for Luxray ultimately.
Yeah, eat shit, Sean.
What the fuck?
I don't know. I just like saying that.
Right, heads for Luxray, tails for Sandslash. It goes.
Yeah, eat shit, Sean.
I have yet to get a coin toss.
I know it's all been head. Like who's giving who head now?
Clearly, this game isn't giving me head.
Oh God.
All right, Sean. Who are these Pokemon? Dun-dun-dun.
I don't know. You gonna ask nicely?
It's Venusaur and Togekiss, you fucking bitch.
I like to imagine that's like a fucking YouTube video. Mark's like, who's those Pokemon? Are you gonna fucking tell me? It's fucking Venusaur, you stupid idiot.
You stupid fucking
I
kid
guess.
child. Alright. Alright, so Venusaur, welcome back, buddy. It's
I mean, it might get the matchup in the second round.
No, not the
oh
second
fuck
round.
you.
I said might.
No.
Yeah.
Not
Whatever,
in the second round. They're not in the same bracket.
Okay, anyway, but
Never
yeah, they're
mind.
not. You're right. Yeah, you're
never
right.
mind,
I
you're
didn't even
right,
think
you're
about
right,
that.
You're right.
I like Togekiss. I feel like Togekiss could be so fucking cheap
This
if you
bitch.
have that. This bitch could be really fucking cheap in the
Serene
Serene Grace. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was partially. So when I built my Gen 4 team for TGNB Stadium and Battle Revolution, my team building thing process was to get all the 3 eggs you can get in the fucking in the game. So like Diamond and Pearl, you get Happiny, and then Platinum you get Togepi, and then both games you get Lucario. So like I had all those 3 Pokemon in that team. But when I got Togekiss, I knew I wanted fucking Serene Grace. Because holy shit. Flinch hacks is fucking insane. But ultimately, that's unfortunately where my attachments towards Togekiss ends there. Because I use Venusaur a lot more. Not just in my numerous runs in Kanto. It's also just objectively the best starter to use in that game. But even as a competitive Pokemon, it's just gotten so much better with when it got Chlorophyll, and I really like using Mega Venusaur as well. Like, I just like using the Venusaur a lot over the years. Whereas I've used Togekiss a few times, not a whole lot. I might have used it in some competitive games, but I think my best memory of Togekiss, aside from my Battle Revolution team, was maybe you literally using Cynthia's Platinum team in competitive play, just for the fun of it. But yeah, and Togekiss was a big part of it. But beyond that, my attachment to our Togekiss is fairly limited. Whereas my attachment towards Venusaur is very high. Some might even say he makes my penis sore. I'm voting for Venusaur.
I want to vote for Togekiss just for that pawn.
You almost think want to vote for Togekiss too with that.
Almost.
Well, I'm not going to, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
My list. Like, I like Togekiss. I like it a lot, honestly. It's got a great design. It's probably the only Pokemon in the Togepi line that I actually give a shit about. Because Togepi is just kind of there, and then Togetic,
I find Togetic kind of forgettable, whereas Togepi's memorable because of the anime.
I didn't watch anime that much, so that's also a big
Togepi's
thing.
memorable for me because in our Poke1 playthrough, I just gave Togepi like a bunch of overpowered moves for the
Oh,
Togepi
that's
I have.
right!
And it just
That's
blitzed
right.
it blitzed early Gen 2, and I have kind of a special soft spot because of that.
That's
I
funny.
remember that now. But like, I like Togekiss, but it's Venusaur. I think it's kind of funny that back in the
Venusaur!
day, back shut the fuck up. I'm now just remembering that fucking animation.
I don't know my fucking attacks. I'm just take the hits for you.
It's kind of funny how Venusaur's reputation has changed so much over the years, because originally it was very much the underdog when it came to the 3 starters of Gen 1. But nowadays, I feel like if you ask people like who their favorite starter is, you're gonna find a lot more who might say Venusaur. And it kind of feels like Blastoise has become sort of the underdog.
Shut the fuck up! Oh my god, you fucking degenerate! You. That's not even fucking true. Why can't we just give Venusaur love without throwing anybody else under the bus? All right, fuck you. Fucking piece of shit.
It's amazing how much you took that personally when it was not even fucking directed at you at all. Holy shit!
Yes,
you need help.
yes, it fucking was. You literally didn't have to mention Blast. Blastoise is not part of the equation. All right, fuck off.
I was talking about the 3 starters in Gen 1. What other fucking starter is there for water type? Tentacruel!
No, that'd be really fucking. You could. Why can't you just throw Why can't you just throw Charizard under the bus, man?
You just stop talking.
No, you talked enough. Just say you vote for Venusaur and move on with your life.
I was making a genuine point, and you took that.
Genuine point is you being a fucking cunt.
Blastoise next round, but you're making it really difficult to do that now.
Nah, you gotta follow your heart, buddy.
All right, how about you fall fist into your face then?
That's not following your heart. That is following a path of violence.
Bitch. I actually am mad at you right now. I'm actually mad at you. You're actually irritating me.
You know what the sad part is that we still are agreeing with each other for this bracket.
Bro, you took that so fucking personally.
You threw my fucking turtle under the bus for like no reason.
A point.
You were just saying he's the. I need a pull.
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Oh, you're gonna give me a headache.
Good.
Oh, please stop. No talk, please. The first time I'm telling you to talk.
Okay. Oh man, the end of the world is coming.
Right?
I don't like Venusaur, Togekiss.
Fuck, it was a mistake to let you talk. You both pissed me off. Lily, say something nice.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yes, sir. So
More like ma'am.
So I definitely love all 3 of the Kanto starters. You know, Charizard, Blastoise, and Venusaur. But out of the 3, I feel like I feel like I use Venusaur the least. Not because I don't like it. I absolutely like Venusaur. I recall using one playthrough, using it that I never finished, but I would love to replay through a Gen 1 game with a Venusaur. But Togekiss was a Pokemon I used during my Platinum playthrough, and so.
I just want to point out that I just started a poll on John's server about who's your least favorite Kanto starter.
I'll laugh if I win.
And so I remember when I raised my Togepi into Togekiss. This is gonna sound fucking stupid, but so during its level up, it uses a move Metronome, and I used to use that shit. But this was obviously me learning about. This is way before me learning that Togekiss has Serene Grace as an ability, and I used to use a Togekiss for the battle tree in Pokemon Sun and Moon, and I always have fun using it with Air Slash and Agent Power Nasty Plot, but. Though one of the interesting things about with Togekiss is that if you get a Togepi in Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, it actually learns Tri-Attack, and if you know how Tri-Attack works, and if you know how Serene Grace works, which this is the only way.
Oh, I see where this is leading up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it increases your chance. You can get either burn, paralyzed, or frozen. Or at least it's a higher chance of getting it.
Yeah, and that's the only
chance to
time
freeze
you
ever.
get a try. That's the only time you can ever get a Tri-Attack Togepi and raise it to a Togekiss if you transfer it to later generation.
You know, it's really funny because there's a lot of like discussions about the usability of Pokemon and VGC specifically because that's like the official tournament thing that the Pokemon company hosts. And there's a lot of controversy because of like usage of Pokemon. Sometimes their best moves come from like generations ago, and like what was it, Magmar, I believe. Magmar had like a moveset that he could only learn in XD that made them usable. I don't remember exactly, and I might be wrong if it was Magmar in particular. But there was like a Pokemon that you could, because they have like a set moves. Hell, at least a lot of the best Gen 3, a lot of the best Pokemon even in Gen 3 OU had utilized moves that were only available in freaking XD. So much so to the point that you can't even. It's funny because I was watching a video saying like the worst shiny to use, and a lot of them came from like Gen 3 because they're like, oh yeah, you can snag Greevil's, Articuno, and Moltres, and they'll have Zapdos and Moltres, and they'll have like Will-O-Wisp on Moltres, for instance. But if you have a shiny, then it definitely didn't come from that game. So, like, or maybe it wasn't Will-O-Wisp. I think it might have been Morning Sun. I don't remember. But like, yeah, XD has like a decent chunk of like really strong moves for certain Pokemon that is only available in that game. So like if you wanted to use it in like current day stuff, like in Gen 9, you have to like get it from that game, which is like interesting.
That's crazy. And mind you, XD Gyarados, this is fucking expensive. I still have the game, but it's so
yeah. Imagine
expensive.
you having to use a Gen 3 game to use it to imagine having to depend on getting a Gen 3 game to use it in Gen 9.
Oh man, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna put my vote on Togekiss.
All right, Sean,
All right.
we're in this together, buddy.
Alright.
Yeah,
Heads
you've
for
won a coin toss
Venusaur,
before.
Tails for Togekiss.
I swear to Jesus.
I mean, we've been getting head all day. It can't possibly land on fucking Tails. Oh my god. What the fuck was that shit? Man, honestly,
nice setup for the alley-oop.
Man, Sean, I think the coin really does fucking hate you.
I think I'm actually starting to cry.
Oh my fucking god! All right, yeah, this is the this is the matchup that's hurting me a little bit because
Blastoise.
why the fuck, Noah, did you? Whatever. Anyway,
What? Wasn't Venusaur versus Mewtwo hard for you?
No, it wasn't, to be honest. But like, anyway,
Okay.
I'll just get to it. I was talking about Mewtwo's world building being really fucking interesting. I think Mewtwo's my favorite legendary. I think his world building is interesting. I think he's like, it feels like everything was built centered around the Master Ball. Really felt like it was meant for that Pokemon. I played him a lot in Smash, so like, I have a huge attachment towards Mewtwo. It's my second favorite Pokemon ever. Blastoise is my favorite Pokemon ever, though. I love the Squirtle line so much. And here's the thing. Everybody was just talking about, like, their first Pokemon, like Torterra for Noah's case, Sean. But
Sean
I didn't mention my first Pokemon. My first
sorry?
Pokemon isn't here.
Okay. Well, Noah brought up Torterra because like that was his first Pokemon.
Yep.
Lily was just reminiscing her time with Superior.
Mine was Draco.
Blastoise is my first Pokemon.
Actually, no, mine was Bulbasaur. Fuck you guys.
Okay, buddy. Anyway, but Blastoise is my first fucking Pokemon. And here's the thing. Technically, from a technicality standpoint, not really, because it's like I started with Yellow, and you start with Pikachu in that one. However, Gens 1 and 2 Gens 1 and 2 has zero compatibility to be transferred to the newer games. That started in Gen 3. You could basically, as I was talking about Lily about with transferring stuff from XD to the newer game, but like Gen 3 is the earliest generation where you can transfer your Pokemon from that game to like the newest game. And amongst that was my Blastoise from my Leaf Green save file. And I still have that Blastoise to this day. So that Blastoise is my oldest fucking Pokemon, period. Out of any Pokemon I have, it's my oldest, the one that's lasted the longest for me. Couple with that with, I find Charizard and Blastoise, that rivalry, interesting. Those are like the two big boys of Kanto, especially at the time. It always really felt like Blastoise was like the underdog in that case because everybody was talking about Charizard. I was like, Charizard's overrated. It's not even that good. Like, it's the worst one. Like, so I was saying that, and like Blastoise became my underdog. I also like the fact that Gary also owned one, and I don't know, there was like that. I feel like every time I see a Blastoise on screen, it just sort of gives me the chills because it's like that's like my starter. That's my boy right there. I love his Mega. Mega Blastoise is one of, if not my favorite Mega. I love its Mega Launcher ability. I absolutely adore using it. It's not my favorite design wise, I'll say, but it still looks pretty sick to me. But I love using it. I have so much fun using it. It was part of the reason why I wish I didn't start with Greninja, my Y version, because, to balance it out, I had to pick Charizard for that one. And Charizard's also really high on the Mega department as well. That's why I can't. But man, the amount of times I've used Mega Blastoise in Showdown, for instance, is unimaginable. Blastoise, the entire Squirtle. I also just going back to Squirtle a little bit. I just love his design. He's so cute. Wartortle is like that edgy teenage phase. And I think Blastoise is just a sick design overall. He's my favorite Pokemon, so this is a no-brainer to me. As much as it hurts because Mewtwo's literally the runner-up, I'm going for Blastoise.
I think Blastoise and Mewtwo are both like A-tier Pokemon in my eyes.
That's fair.
So in the concept of your favorite Pokemon, it's nowhere near the top, even though it's a high tier Pokemon, because there's just so many S ranks for me. I think I don't really use Blastoise all that much, and I never really use Mewtwo at all because of my no legendary stance when playing Pokemon. But I'm gonna give the edge to Mewtwo though, because of two separate reasons. One, Pokemon X is a huge contributor, because of two reasons. One, I never pick Blastoise in Gen 6 because I usually pick Greninja, and kind of the same thing of what Mark was saying, I picked Charizard to balance it out. And when it comes to Mewtwo specifically, I really love Mewtwo's Mega Evolution, specifically Mewtwo X. That's one of my favorite Megas. And on top of that, the other out there example is Pokken. Mewtwo is my main in Pokken.
Oh yeah, Pokken's a big one. But Blastoise is also playable in that game too.
he was DLC in the Switch version specifically.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the original version.
I don't. I haven't played Pokken in so fucking long, so I wouldn't even know who I would main. Wouldn't be surprised.
A really fun game, but Mewtwo.
I wouldn't be. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I end up maining either Mewtwo or Shadow Mewtwo in that game. But yeah.
Yeah. So I think with all that, I'm gonna vote for Mewtwo between the two.
It's really funny that you said that Mewtwo. That you talked about how overrated Mewtwo is,
yes,
but
Mewtwo
you named the guy.
He's the most overrated. I just jived with his gameplay style in Pokken, and honestly, him being so overrated is why he's in A tier, because whether he deserves the popularity or not, I feel like super overrated people are Pokemon in this case. And I'm just not completely on board with the train. It's not going to be S rank for me. But he sits in a comfortable A rank out of all Pokemon, like Blastoise. But I do think Pokemon X and Pokken really sealed the deal for me between this matchup specifically.
I mentioned before that I wasn't going to vote for Mewtwo against Venusaur. Even though I don't hold Blastoise as high as regard as I hold Venusaur, I still hold it a higher regard than I do Mewtwo, because Mewtwo's fine. I'm in the vein that I think it's massively overrated. Like I mentioned before, I think a lot of the heavy lifting is done by the first movie. I mean, there is still some storytelling in the first game that kind of builds up Mewtwo, but I honestly don't think it's enough for me. Because a lot of other Pokemon also get that same treatment too, and I find them to be more interesting. And Blastoise, as much as as Mark was saying, you were mad that I was talking about how it's probably the underdog. I also appreciate an underdog, man. You could help me fucking finish my goddamn sentence.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, King.
I mean, I still. Well, actually, I don't know if I'd rate it lower than Charizard. Honestly, they're pretty close in terms of which one.
There are days in which I feel like Charmander is my least favorite, but then I had to think about its Mega and how sick Charizard X look and how much I used Y, especially in doubles. So yeah.
Mhm.
I would have used that in our ORS session for Jeremy's thing, but God had other plans.
Also, I like turtles. Turtles are cool.
Turtle saving is a hobby.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Great Value Frieza, I also don't really like Frieza all that much.
Damn.
I mean, I'm clowning on Mewtwo, but I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a bad Pokemon. I'm not even gonna fault anyone for saying it's one of their favorites. I get it. You know, I didn't grow up with the first movie. I never caught Mewtwo in the games. I never watched the anime that much, so my exposure with Mewtwo happened a lot later. So I never had that like nostalgia that a lot of other people do. Whereas it did have it with Blastoise, and I do think Blastoise holds up fairly well as a Pokemon. So I'll go with the Blastoise.
Turtle saving is a hobby.
Correct, but I hate that video. Fucking bitch killed that goddamn tortoise.
I know, right?
Alright, Lily, the stage is yours.
Okay, so I actually really like both of these Pokemon. I definitely did grow up with Pokemon the first movie, especially when it was like popular at the time. And back when it was in theaters. And then later on I got it like a DVD for it. And then I even watched the Pokemon the first movie, Evolution shit that was like I think was released a few years ago, but was available on Netflix. But so I share like the very same sentiment with Mark about Blastoise. He was Squirtle was definitely my first starter ever. When I got my own copy of Pokemon Fire Red, and I I remember using it a lot to the point where I think like the highest level I got that Blastoise, it was around level 89.
My boy,
I
my boy is sitting at a comfortable level 100.
fair enough.
Also, I
kudos
guess
to you.
I guess I want to add a little bit, but that was part of the reason why the Dexic cut thing from Sword and Shield bothered me a lot back then, because that was like the first time you couldn't be transferring any Pokemon to like the newest game, since like not everything was going to be available in the Pokedex, and Blastoise wasn't available in day one. It got added
No,
later.
he wasn't. No, he wasn't.
Hmm.
He was added in the first.
Yeah, one of the
DLC.
deals. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think ultimately I'm gonna vote for Blastoise due to my ultimate attachment to for Gen 1 or specifically Gen 1 remake.
Yeah,
My
not
boy.
even mad about that. They're good. They're both great Pokemon.
My boy.
Alright. Next we have Gengar versus Golurk, and I'm taking the reign on this and saying Golurk all the way for me. This is my favorite Gen 5 Mon, like hands down. Like
Fair.
I love his design.
Isn't
back
Golurk
in-
like your favorite period?
No.
One of them.
It is definitely one of them. Like, I think my absolute favorite would be Cinderace because I relate to the whole line, and it makes me feel funny things. But no, Golurk
Okay.
is a
Fucking
very
furry.
close second. I'm not furry, I'm not. Golurk doesn't have any fur. But Golurk is a very close second place for me. Like, I love his design. He, in a personal story, when we played Pokémon MMO, him and Crocodile, I think that's his name. The red.
Yeah, Crocodile.
Yes.
Yeah, Crocodile.
Like those two stomped everything in their paths. Like they destroyed the Elite Four with like maybe like one or two exceptions, but they just utterly destroyed the Elite Four. And yeah, it's really cool. I love Golurk. Love his design. He's definitely up there. Easily my favorite ghost type. Gengar, I really like Gengar too, but between the two, I have to go Golurk. That's my boy right there.
My boy. Mine's pretty quick and efficient. Gengar is amongst my favorite Pokemon. Top 10, easily. My favorite memory of Golurk is the fact that I know that this boy can fucking fly, so he's like Iron Giant to me. So, like, the thought process of that is fucking hilarious and amazing, and I love the Iron Giants.
I love that movie.
Yeah, so like with that mindset, that's a huge plus for Golurk. Beyond that, I don't recall ever using this boy. He's cool, don't get me wrong, but like don't recall ever. Look, man. But like Golurk looks cool, but like Golurk is cool, but my heart when it comes to ghost types in Gen 5, my heart goes to Chandelure. And Gengar in particular, is like I said, like he's just one of my favorite Pokemon. Top 10 easily. I use him so often in any game that he's like featured in. Like especially when he had Levitate. Never really been a big fan of him going Cursed Body. His Mega is also one of like a super sick. Like his Mega is also fucking fun to use.
House of Horrors.
Yeah. Like he's one of my go-to. Like Mega Gengar is one of my go-to mons to use in Ubers, in particular. You good, Sean?
I was thinking of the Gigantamax.
I don't recall. I didn't really use Dynamax or Gigantamax because I wasn't really big on Gen 8, and then that gimmick also got banned on Smogon as well. But Gengar more than likely will probably have a safe spot in my fucking team in some way, shape, or form. A very safe, a really common pick for me to use in competitive play. One of my favorite megas for Ubers. Just love this boy. So my vote goes to Gengar.
I'm not sure actually. Because I like both of these. They're not my favorite ghost type, but I do like both of them quite a bit. And
who's your favorite?
Can you? I thought you were asking me who's the favorite between them. I thought you were being like.
No. Who's your favorite ghost type? Fuck.
It's just.
Put the gun down, sir.
That's difficult. A Mimikyu's up there for sure. I'd have to get back to you on that because there's a lot of contenders in my head because I also think Ghost is very underrated. But Chandelure's up there too. It goes back to the thing I've said before where it's a case of simple design versus more complicated design, and both of them are good aspects of like those two ways of looking at things. It also kind of showcases just how much different Pokemon designs got as generations went by.
Yeah, definitely.
And Gengar is slightly overrated, I'll say. It is great. And I do think that it's kind of a good epitome of a Pokemon since it's like a shadow, you know, it's hiding in your shadow, ready to spook out, like jump out and attack you or something. Or it's just lovable because everyone remembers that one episode of the anime where it got abandoned.
Or that it's Clefable's shadow.
Oh yeah,
that's also cool too. That's cool too. I've been a fan of that, but I also do really like Golurk. You say Iron Giant, I say Gurmagnon, because it makes me think a little bit of it. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. I don't care. Let's say Golurk. I'm gonna get the barest edge. One, because I like it. I mean, it's a joke, but one, I think I like his design philosophy a little more. And two, it no longer Gengar no longer has Levitate, so it just dies to Earthquake.
Ugh. No, yeah, that's the biggest turnoff for me. Gengar had a hot streak from gens 1 through 6 for me, but then Cursed Body. At least it's fun to use as Mega, so like even Gen 7's still fun to use, but like
Honestly, it's
Man,
because
Gen-
I lost Levitate because it was kind of really, strong.
I mean I get it. I just hate it.
Fair. You hate that your overpowered Pokemon isn't overpowered anymore.
Yeah. Thank you. Someone gets it.
Right. Yeah, I would go lurk. Give it a bit of an edge because I think I like its design more, and it's just kind of cooler to me.
Lily?
Oh yeah. So I like both of these Pokemon. I think I do agree. Golem has a pretty interesting design as well.
Golurk.
Um,
Not Golem.
oh wait,
That's
what?
another
How do you
Pokemon.
say it?
Golurk.
Go lurk.
Yeah, you said Golem, and I'm like, wrong guy.
Oh, Golurk. Okay, sorry, I mixed up the two. I'm sorry. Um, but yeah, despite this, though I don't think I've wanted to use a Golark, but I don't think I've ever really used it. I would like to, at some point, but I do have a much stronger memories with Gengar because I have used Gengar in the past, but also um, I think I started to grow attached to Gengar more due to the one of the very first Pokemon Mystery Dungeon games, especially during the post game.
Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. Bro, he's kind of he's kind of a dick, but I love him.
Yeah, yeah. I love the post game for that. But so I'm gonna pick Gengar for this one.
That's a deep cut, man. I didn't even think about it. That was a good storyline. I actually liked that one.
Me too.
Heads for Gengar, tails for Golurk. It is Golurk moves on.
Damn.
This is the first
Damn.
fucking time.
The coin loves you, Sean.
And the funny thing is, it's the only time where I wasn't like super invested in me winning the coin toss. I like Golurk, don't get me wrong, I voted for it.
You were like, I don't even care anymore.
I genuinely half expected it to doubt me, to go against me again.
I was gonna like do a
I don't
little like,
remember.
well, I mean, Sean is on head, Sean's on tail this time, so clearly it'll end on head. I was gonna do that bit again.
I don't think I failed the coin toss so far, so I think my good luck counteracted your bad luck.
That's nice, honey. Anyway,
Cool.
fucking select the fucking
Alright.
Iron Giant.
I mean,
What was
I'm
a
just
fortunate matchup?
I'm picking Luxray.
Luxray.
Yes,
It wins normally anyway.
Luxray.
All right. Well, my useless vote was gonna go to Togekiss anyway, but you know, Serene Grace. But okay.
Okay.
My
Blastoise
boy
versus Golurk. I'm gonna be the lone warrior and say Golurk.
Don't count your chickens until they hatch, but I am voting for Blastoise.
Blastoise for me too.
My boy. Turtles.
Sean's like, I think Golurk could crush Blastoise's head with his hands.
Jesus.
You're like, how can you skull bash when you don't have a skull?
That's crazy.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucking
This,
metal.
no, this has the same vibe of the fucking Garchomp versus Ruby shit. Oh my
Garchomp
god,
versus
unnecessarily
Ruby?
broody.
Yeah.
Unnecessarily brutal.
Now I just imagine
There's
Golurk
a-
crushing Ruby's head with his hands. As she's
Okay.
screaming for
Right.
her team.
Okay, I did hear that properly.
This got so dark.
Yeah, I love Pokemon.
This got so dark. Honestly, I have probably a similar opinion of both of these Pokemon. Where I like them, and I like similar to Noah, I'd probably put them in A tier, but I wouldn't really go beyond that. I'll give it to Golurk again.
Fuck. All right, well, you know what? Sean's luck may have started in this coin flip, but clearly it won't happen again. Noah's good looks will. There's no way Noah's good looks will happen twice in a row, right? There's no fucking way,
Heads
right?
for Blastoise, tails for Golurk.
There's no way, right? I mean, Noah's just one guy. I mean, like,
Damn it.
damn.
Blastoise.
Honestly, I was leading up to that, but my boy.
Oh my god.
Blastoise learns Girthquake. He's got my vote.
I'm voting for Luxray.
I'm voting for my goat turtle. Well, don't hurt yourself, guys. No worries.
It's a similar fucking situation as the last one, if I'm being honest. Where they're both probably in A tier. Give it to Luxury.
Yeah, luxury for me too.
My point! I wanted another coin flip.
Well, Mark, at least think of it this way: your boy made it past round fucking 1.
That's true. That's true.
You can shut your bitch mouth now.
Yeah, he really was. He really was the underdog. I love you too, buddy. He really was the underdog throughout this whole thing, and so did Electivire. I'm proud. I'm happy. Honestly, I wish Kevin was here because I think he would have also helped me with the Blastoise carry.
Because he's a fucking Gen 1.
I know that helps me. But
At least
if Decky was here, he would have voted for Luxray.
Probably.
Anyway, I'm voting for Superior.
Same.
Yeah, same here. I'm
Okay.
going for superior.
Alright,
I kind of saw this coming.
I'll give it. Okay, actually, no, I have to actually choose.
Remember, this is your favorite. No, wait, no, this is just your favorite starter. No, Golurk's your favorite Gen 5 mom.
Yeah, no, well, Superior is my favorite grass type starter. Actually, is he even my favorite? Is he my favorite grass type? I
don't know. You made your. I don't know. You made your list.
But Luxray is my favorite electric type too. Fuck. I can't
Ooh,
use that
thanks. She's
card.
got. Wait, did Lily already voted for Superior anyway?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to actually vote because I don't want to just follow the crowd or just give a pity vote. I'm just curious. I'm gonna have to go on my nostalgia and just give it the pity vote to Luxray.
Well, doesn't matter. Superior wins. Let's go. Gen 5 is goated.
And that is the end of the first Pokemon Top Topic tournament because we have so many other Pokemon that can go up against each other. We could
Oh,
probably
cool.
make
We're
a
doing
whole-
more of this. Perfect.
We will, except the Pokemon that have been chosen today will not come back.
That's fine.
That's
I don't
fine.
want my boy
So,
Blastoise to get heartbroken again.
So if there's a Pokemon that hasn't been chosen in this tournament, and for those Pokemon that have been chosen, just eliminate them and put in some new Pokemon for the list.
Cool.
And yeah, just reviewing this really quickly. I'm pretty happy with the results, all things considered.
I'm pretty happy. Electivire and
Like,
Electivire and
see-
Blastoise made it a
terms-
lot further than I would.
In terms of my personal opinions, I don't see anything super controversial in my eyes specifically. In other people's eyes, I see Rayquaza right there at the first round.
I'm about to say,
Gengar losing to Golurk might be a big one too. But yeah.
there's a lot that's gonna.
Oh, Venusaur losing to Togekiss
Togekiss
might actually. Yeah, Venusaur losing
That's-
to Togekiss might actually be a bit of an eyebrow raising moment. And Superior, keep in mind, Superior won the whole thing. But let me just remind you that Superior beat Azumarill by a coin toss.
True.
True.
So there's an alternate universe where Infernape probably went into the last round.
There's an alternate universe where I remember to
Where you didn't fuck up, and Mewtwo versus Venusaur would have been round 1.
Okay, there's that, but like I completely forgot to add Allie to this. I feel so shitty.
Fucking yikes.
But it's fine. I'll get her next time. But yeah, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more Pokemon and other tier lists No, it's not tier list. It's the bracket. You fucking idiot.
Yeah, no, tier list debate. Nah.
Yeah. Later, guys. Bye.